Dean Richards caught up with some of the stars of the CW. Hello, Dean.
Well, the CW network is making its big announcement today of what is new and what's coming back for the fall season, the upfronts, as they're called. And here in Chicago for the announcement, two of the stars of the CW Smallville, Erica Durance has played Lois Lane for the past 5 years. Justin Hartley is the relatively newcomer on the show, billionaire Oliver Queen, the Green Arrow. Welcome to WGN. It's good to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
Good to be here. And welcome home.
Thank
Justin,
you.
especially for you.
That's right.
You grew up just outside of Chicago.
I did. In suburbia Chicago. I grew up
run through the suburbs.
Yeah. I grew up in Naperville for a while. Yeah. Naperville, and then we moved to Orland Park, Palos Park, which is right next to Orland Park. So I went to Orland.
South Suburban. Yeah.
Yeah, I went to Orland, and then I moved to the city for a while, and then I went to Southern Illinois University for a while.
Right, yeah. The party school.
Thank you.
That's not surprising.
And it really is. You can get a good education there. That's what I hear anyway. And then out to LA. So.
Yeah. So did you hone any of your Green Arrow skills while growing up here in the Chicago area?
What kind of party with that?
I'll be honest, I don't remember. No.
That'd be some party with the arrows.
Yes, yeah.
Well, you know what's funny is I never, none of that stuff really comes natural to me. I'm an athletic guy. I'm like, pretty much sports are pretty easy, for me. But as far as like any of that Green Arrow stuff, we've talked about this several times.
The mechanics of actually doing it, and I had to do that one scene where I had to shoot the crossbow, and it was really difficult.
Yeah. Well, because your mind's all jacked up because you're like, what am I doing here? And then you're not focusing on what you're supposed to be focusing on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Well, what we're focusing on today is the CW, and we're going to anxiously find out what's going to happen and what's new on the network and what's going to be coming back. Some of the buzz on the internet this morning is that Smallville is moving to Friday nights.
What?
That's what. I hate when they find out that. Wait a minute. And one report said that the next season could be the final season for Smallville. What have you guys heard about any of this?
We know that it's Friday. It's moving to Friday, and they say next season is always the last one every year.
They say that every year, and it's Friday night, which is good. Mm-hmm. Because Friday, we don't want Friday, right?
Friday
night.
Who wants that?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of other websites are saying that there'll be a 10th season and that Tom Welling has already signed on for more.
I don't know what Tom actually decided to do for his contract. I know that we definitely have the 9th going, possibly the 10th, but I think that they needed some more strength in their Friday nights, and so they moved Smallville to Friday because they're bringing on some new shows, and so they moved Smallville there.
Yeah, we got
to bring
strength.
some people in.
The evolution of Smallville has been really interesting. I mean, from the beginning of how the show, changed and morphed and developed new storylines.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially for you, Erica, having been there a little bit longer, it must be really interesting to have seen that growth.
Well, I think that's what the charm is of Smallville. You get to see all of these characters kind of evolve from a younger point in their lives, and so same thing with my character. She came in and she was very, very different and clumsy and kind of had her own look on things, and now we're slowly trying to segue her into the Lois Lane that everybody else knows. But I like to keep a little of that other flavor because it's fun.
Yeah, well, here's to a lot more because the show is great. You guys are great
Thank you.
on it, and it's great to see someone from the area.
Yeah, right.
Thank you.
And guys, we'll toss it back to you.
Thanks, Dean.
Earlier, Dean reviewed the new Terminator movie. He gave it a Dean's List D. You can see the full review at WGNTV.com/Dean's List. Tomorrow he's going to review Night at the Museum 2.
But first, today's morning show finale, Leo Sayer celebrates